In my younger cycling Greek days, during the Thanksgiving break, and for me that would be Thursday through Sunday, I would do a 4-day block of riding. And I had a hankering to do that again this year, but I had to keep in mind that one of my main rules because of my AFIB situation is no riding 2 hard days in a row. Keeping that in mind, I made a schedule that I can still adjust if I needed to. So the first day, day 1, was what we call our ride lots so we can eat lots. So I rode about an hour to meet a couple of my teammates, and then after I split off of them, I rode an hour back, and that was all endurance. And what I rode with them was mostly endurance, except for this one 33-minute section where I did sweet spot, right in the middle, 251 watts. I wanted to do another sweet spot section, and I started to do that, but after about 8 minutes I said, you know, this is just too tough right now, and I still have 3 more days of riding, so I cut it right there and just did a nice, comfortable endurance the rest of the way home. On day 2, I rode another hour plus to meet up another group, and their intent was to do endurance. Now I was a little concerned about that because these are all Cat 2s, Cat 3s, strong riders, and younger. Everybody's younger than me. And so it was nice to see that these guys were disciplined. We had a pretty darn easy ride. We rode for about just under 40 miles, at least that was my part of it. I think they went a little farther. They actually went from, I rode out an hour, we went out toward my neighborhood, and then I continued on home, and then they did their thing and went back. So I was feeling pretty good, and I was thinking about going and doing some more sweet spot on day 3, going up on the climb, and I was trying to get somebody to go with me because I really wanted to ride with people, and that no one wanted to know there were no takers. And so this was on Saturday. So I decided to do just a longer solo ride. And as I started to do that, I met up with an occasional training partner, and he was with a couple of the people, and so we ended up doing a very nice endurance-based ride. And now their endurance is a little stronger endurance than mine, but they were very disciplined and kept it basically within my range of endurance, or just a little on the upper end, let's say. So I ended up doing 80 miles even on that day. And it was real interesting to note that on my Garmin computer, after you turn it off, and before you go to the summary, it says, okay, you have this much time before you can go ride again, or until you recover. And mine was only 2 hours after an 80-mile ride, being day 3. So, you know, I was feeling pretty good about that. So now came day 4. And I needed to do some sweet spots. Again, I tried to get somebody to go climbing with me, because I didn't want to go all that way to start a climb and to do my regular routes. There was other things I had to do at home. Since there was no one to go with me, I opted just to do it on my own on flats around my neighborhood. So I ended up doing about 40 miles, and my intent was to do 3 by 25 minute sweet spot intervals, and to stay close to 260 watts. I did 2 of them at 255 and 256, and it was close enough. And the third one, I completed that one, but my legs were giving out at that time. I was only able to garner about 230 watt average. Sure, it felt like it was a sweet spot, but you know, that was good enough. That was day 4, and I was pleased about that. You have a block of training, now you have to have a block of rest. With major work comes major compensation. So I'll probably end up doing a Zwift crit on Wednesday. So that's it. So tell me, what did you guys do during Thanksgiving? Did you get to ride before you ate? As always, remember, because it helps the channel, comment, like, subscribe, The Cycling Greek.